You broke that down on a level where maybe a lot of people could gravitate to that. How would you break that down for maybe say the youngster that's in high school, or maybe an older person that's done tuned out of all of this, like, oh, I've been here so long, I can't even comprehend some of this stuff you talking about.
The only thing I can tell these young people, man, is that when you think about our society, you think about the drugs in our community. Just remember, young people, we don't own no plane, we don't own no train, and we definitely don't own no boat. So all this boat loads and plane loads and train loads of drugs that is coming to this community is coming from somewhere. Yeah. And I don't think that, there's no black hand or no black man behind it. Now, the other question that I want to challenge is you got to understand it's the criminal justice. Mm-hmm. So that's what it means. It's a system. So you got lawyers who got to get paid. You got the police officer who arrests you that got to get paid. You got the transport officer that got to get paid. You got the public defender. You got the correctional officer. You got the judge. You got a whole bunch of people that's under a system of payment. And they all got to get paid. So therefore, what the young people need to understand is that as long as there's a criminal justice system, crime is going to be manufactured, meaning that they're going to create crime that exists. Because the prostitution is the oldest profession in the world, right?
Yeah.
Why, after all of these years, all these thousands of years that prostitution is, that now is called human trafficking? Because they know that a lot of young men who rap music, who pimps up, hold down, American pimp, and all these other things that got going on, they talk about pimping, and that's inspiring and influencing young people. It's attracting these kids, and in the process, they want to be that.
Yeah.
So therefore, the crime reflects the time. So everybody wants to be pimped. Why not? You know what I'm saying? You give a man life for prison if he wasn't a criminal. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
He wasn't a criminal organization that locked people up.
Mm-hmm.
And put people in incarceration for long periods of time. And these companies are owned by the people that I was talking to you about earlier, the people that own the Political Action Committee.
Mm-hmm.
The things are owned by people. They pay people to do this. They pay people to go and lobby in Washington in order to forward their cause, which is to incarcerate, young men who don't know no better, who don't want to go out there and get a job and make a decent living. So, that's for the young people that they can't say. For the older people who may say, well, this and that, another. All I can say is to the older people is just look back from the time that you can remember and see what's been going on.
Yeah.
Bob McKay had a song that said, what's going on? The same thing been going on for the last 107 odd years since the so-called black man been freed from slavery.
Yeah.
It's the same old. I don't know if you ever heard of Reconstruction. At one time when Lincoln initially freed the slaves, there was a whole bunch of black men. There was a whole bunch of young black men that was congressmen and senators and that was in political office. Then they redid it and it came back and changed the law and made it where black folks could vote. Actually violated the voting rights of human beings, real live citizens of this country. And then everything went downhill for years until the early 50s when Clayton Powell, or the 40s when Clayton Powell came, and a few other brothers started running for Congress and making their move.
Too cool for calm.